Now let me see today a program of a Java program, how to print the elements of an array that has occurred the number of times, highest number of times, how it is occurred. Before going to talking about that, let me have a discuss with small example. Before going to the procedure, let me have a small example for this. The example here is, say for example, here we are going to be talking about, we are taking an array. Say take for example an array. Please take an array of this. An array will be considered here, the array, right? So this array talks about the array A. Now inside the array element, we are considering 4, 8, 2, 4, 5, 7, 2, 4, 8, 4, 2, 5, 7, 4. Like this, we are considering the elements. Now what we need to do is, this is the first step. What is the first step? We are comparing each element. First element will compare with the rest of the n minus 1 elements, and see such a way that what we are doing is, like say for example, we are considering element 2 first. So initially the count value, initially 2 means how many number of times it has occurred? 1. That is why the count is 1. Now I'm comparing 2 with 4, no match. 2 with 5, no match. 2 with 7, no match. 2 with 2, the match has done. Now how many number of times the 2 has occurred? 2 times. That is count value equal to 2. Next I'm comparing 2 with 4, no match. 2 with 8, no match. 2 with 4, no match. 2 with 2, again there is a match. How much that count? 3. Now 2 with 5, 2 with 7, 2 with 4, there is no. So the end of the, for one element we are going to repeating. When outer thing has for one time, the inner is n minus 1 times you are going to be repeating, and we are calculating the element 2 has the counter has 3, and currently which one is the maximum number of highest number of times an element is repeated? What is the current element for the first iteration? Element 2. Now we are considering element 4. Next, second iteration. This is the second iteration we are repeating. So for second iteration, initially how many times the 4 has appeared? Initially count value is 1. For what? For which element? 4 element. Now 4 with compare with 5, no match. 4 with 7, no match. 4 with 2, no match. 4 with 4, there is a match. The count value is 2. Again 4 with 8, no match. 4 with 4, there is a match. The count value is 3. Again 4 with 2, 4 with 5, no match. 4 with 7, no match. 4 with 4, there is a match. That is count is 4. Now previously element 2 has the number of times occur is 3. Now element 4 has the occurrence is 4. Now we had to replace the maximum value element. That is, instead of second element, we had to replace the maximum highest number of times is fourth element. That is 4. Not fourth element, element 4. The element 4 has that. So we had to be interchange the positions. Next, we are compare with fifth element. So fifth element means third element. This is the third iteration. We are considering this is a third iteration here. Now in this third iteration, this is third iteration. Element 5 is compared with 7, no match. 5 with 2, no match. 5 with 4, no match. 5 with 8, no match. 5 with 4, no match. 5 with 2, 5 with 5, there is a match. The count value initially is 1. Next the count value is 2. So maximum, it will be the maximum element. Now here also the maximum element here, the maximum element here is 4 because the count value is 4. So this is okay. So like this, it will repeat for every element. Say for example, if 2 has repeat for 3 times. So for example, what I'm doing here is I'm just replacing 7 with 2. Now 7 with 2, when you are done, so how many times the 2 value has repeated? 2, 2, 2, this is 2 and 2, 4 times. The element 2, the count is 4. The count is 4. 4 times has repeated. Agree? Now when it is 4 times has repeated for this, 4 times has done it, the element. Now what we are doing here is, for element 2, the number of times occurrence is 4. For element 4, the number of occurrence is 4. Both are 4, 4. Now which one has to taken means, whichever the first has to came, that will be considered as an output. That is, element 2 will be considered as this. Now coming to the declaration part. Now how we can be do this declaration part? How we can be done is, let me see. Nothing but this is a program. This is normal procedure. This is now program. Now how we can be do this program? Let me have see. The first step what we require is, we require some elements declaration. ij. What is the purpose of that ij? Is to repeat the outer loop and to repeat the inner loop. We are considering ij. So initially we want to count each element, we require counter variable, and to finalize which one is the highest counter, which element has the highest counter element, that which element has the highest count, that to count calculating max counter. And also we required one element, which element is the highest element, highest count element, to find out that element. Max counter is which element has the maximum counter, maximum number of occurrence. And max counter talks about the count value. Element will talk about which element. So fourth element 4 times, second element 4 times, element 2 is going to be in element will match the counter, this final counter will match to this. Okay, now for this one, what we can do, we need to store the values. We can create an array, or we can use the static or dynamic array. Now what is the meaning of static and dynamic over here is, this is called as static. Whatever here you are going to talking about, this is called as static. Static means at the program, inside the program only we are going to be giving this one, or else we can say this is also be a compile time. We can consider this as a static or a compile time declaration. Directly we are going to giving the values here itself. Dynamic in the sense, hope you remember the first program. Hope you remember the program 1. Hope you remember the program 1, that is sorting. I'll just show you how what you can do. What you have taken, you have create a object scanner. From input keyboard you are reading, and you are entering the n number of elements, and we are going to be reading the n value with the help of next int, and we are going to creating an array with that n size, and followed by we are going to be reading n number of elements. So creating an object is reading the n value and creating with that n the size of the array, and creating an array over here and reading n number of elements. This all the steps are called as compile time, or it is called as dynamic. Dynamic, or it is a runtime way. Now see here, inside this, when you are talking about inside this one here in this program, so here the procedure, right? So this is static or dynamic. If you want the another, that is dynamic or runtime, when you want to a dynamic or this creating an array dynamically, if you want to read the elements, for that what you need to do, you just copy paste all these steps from the scanner, reading the n value, creating an array, reading the n number of elements into the array. All this is called as creating an array in a dynamic way. So like this you can also, we can done it dynamic way. Static means directly we are giving the values there itself, we are declaring making the initialization over there, and we are going to be instantiating that, right? Now after that, the next step what we are going to is, we have to compare each element with the other elements, and finally we have to find out the highest times number of times the occurrence of the element. Now let me see the program with the help of this procedure. Now I'm starting the program directly here. Now I'm creating a class called as highest times, and I'm calling directly main. Here, previously in the week 1 also, we are not creating any objects for a class. Directly we are going to be using the main method. And here also, we can create a method. With the help of that method, we can create an object, and we can create an object, and we can call that with the help of the object, we can call the methods. But the concepts are not completed. That's why in a very simpler manner, we are going to be this one. Once the methods concepts, and once these strings main concepts has completed, you can replace this much of code to with the help of methods, with the help of method overloading or method constructor overloading also we can do it. Okay, so directly I'm starting the main method over here, and we are initializing, declaring the variables I, j, counter, max counter equal to initially 0, element is 0. Now we can declare instantiation this and initializing this static way. What I'm doing here is I'm creating an array here, array string. Here directly we can create array here directly, array, not array string, is a integer string, integer array, int the array symbols, index, this is a subscript, square brackets, and array name is ARR capital A, and you can use A1, A2, anything array name. So I'm going to be directly initializing the values 14, 11, 15, 12, 15, like this. I'm going to be assigning total values here. Okay, now this is called as creating the static way. This is the static way. If you want dynamic means what? Instead of this step, what you need to replace in the sorting program, you know how to create an object for a scanner, how to read from the input, how to read the n, how to create with the help of n the array, creation of array, how to read the n values. These are the steps of sorting. Okay, you can replace with that. Any way you can You can take through compile time, in the static way you can take the values for an array, or dynamic way means at the runtime also you can create it. That's your choice. However the program is, we want elements for an array. Now to highest count of an array element, to find out that one, what I'm doing is the outer loop. This is the outer loop. For I equal to 0, I less than array of a dot length, I'm going to be calculating that. And here counter equal to initially it is 1, because each element initially default the count value. 14 means the initially what is the count? 1. Again 11 means the initial the count value is 1. So to make sure the count value started from 1, that is counter. For I equal to 0, I less than array length, up to array length, the inner loop, this is the inner loop, j equal to I plus 1. So first element will compare with second element onwards. I plus 1 to up to how much? Up to the array length, up to the array dot length, I plus plus. Now AR of array of I equal to array of j. The first element is compared with the second element. 14 is compared with 11. If it is there, the count value from 1 to it will change to 2. So 14 is not matched to 11. 14 again it go for j value plus 15, 12, 11, 15, 19, 18. Like this, it goes to go on 15. At the last, there is a match, right? So at the last, when it is matching, the counter value is 2. Now 14 element, how many number of times it has repeated? 2 times. That is 2 values there. Now, if you want to display the elements, you can use this one to display the element. Just for displaying the elements, you can use this. Just each element, how many number of times? Not each element. First element, how many times? Second element, how many elements? How many times? Third element, like this. For each element, how many number of times if you want to display, you can use this statement. The element so and so. The element so and so AR of array, the count is counter. If you don't like to be display each element count, you can put in comments. That's not a big deal. Now, where we have kept this statement, observe carefully the open braces and close braces. That is very important. Here, if condition has ended here. Now, the inner loop has ended here. Where is the outer loop? The outer loop has ended here. The outer loop has ended here. See, the outer loop has ended here. From here to here. This is for inner. Inner if will be there. That is the inner if over here. Okay. Now, the outer loop, if you are consider over here, see, from here to here. And this inner loop. And this is for this if. And this is for this if. Okay. So this is outer loop. Now, where we are displaying, where we are going to displaying of that is, we have to try to understand that. So where we are displaying here is here. The displaying of this is before the outer loop has ended. Here itself we are displaying. Here we are displaying that each element count value. And after the displaying, if it is mandatory, you can display it. It's not a mandatory now to display it. Now we are comparing the highest value. So max counter initially is what? Initially we are declaring max counter is 0 here. Okay, so now we had to decide, because we had to be assigned for each iteration which one is the highest count element for each iteration. Now, how many number of iterations we have done? Only one iteration. I equal to 0 only we have done till now, right? So now max counter initially 0. Now what is the counter value? How many times the 14th element has repeated? 2. So 0 less than 2. True or false? True. So now max counter has replaced with counter. So previously max counter is 0. Now replaced with 2. So which element has get the 2? That has to deal by element. Element equal to AR of I. So where the I has stopped that I is 0. So ith element, ith position element is now highest count currently for the first iteration. Now it will go for I equal to 1. The I value has incremented. Now I value incremented means what is the next element? 11. 11 will be assigned for this one. Now counter is, for one time it is repeating, counter is 1. Now j equal to I plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So 11th element is going to be matching with the next n minus 2 times of elements. Now 11 will match with 15, 11 will match to 12, 11 will match 11. Now what is the 11 is 11 match. Now counter is 11th element. What is the count value? 2. Now 11 again match with 15, 19, 18, 16, 15. There is no. So now 14 also 2 times, 11 also 2 times. For what there is max counter. What is the max counter value? Previously for the first iteration 2. Now 2 less than, what is the counter of 11? 2 times 11 also repeated. 2 less than 2. True or false? False. So as I said to you earlier also, whoever has the first time, if the count value is same for the same different elements, if the count value is same for the different elements, whoever have the first time the element has done, that will be considered into picture. So 14 only, that is. So next I value 2, I value incremented. Now I value 2, the counter. What is the second position element here in this array? 15. 15 is that. So 15, the counter is initially 1. Now it is compare 15 with the rest of the elements. 15 with 12, 15 with 11, 15 with 15, 15. That is a match. Count value 2. Now 19, 18, 16, 15. Now count value 3. 3 to 14, right? So 15th element 15th is how many number of times has came? 3 times. Now we are going to compare. Now max counter. Previously, what is the max counter? 2. 2 less than, what is the counter now? 3. 2 less than 3. True or false? True. Now max counter previously is a 2. Now it is replaced with the counter value 3. Which element having getting the 3 count, that will decided by whom? ARR I. That is assigned to element. In the same fashion, it is repeating for the rest of the elements. 12, 11, 15. It will be repeated. Okay. So like this, it will be done, and end of the outer loop, and we are displaying at the end element of an array that has occurred the highest number of times. Who will tell? The element will tell this element what is the maximum count is so on. So that is 3. Like this, it will be done. Now let me run the program so that we can understood this. So the program name is highest times. I'm just opening the program where I have saved it and typing in the address bar cmd, and I'm just running the program java c space highest times.com. There is no .java. There is no errors. Now it will go for run. Java space highest times. Now see the 14, 11, 15 like this. It will be repeated how many number of times? Each element in the array, how many number of times? It is not like each element means every element we are find out in the count. So that's why 14 he is here 2. Again in this position 14 is 1. Again he says 15 is 3. Again 15 is 2. Again 15 is 1 time. So what I'm doing here is I'm not uniquely displaying the output. Just for our understanding, I'm just displaying that which element has the highest. So among this column is important. Last column is important. Among this 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like this, which one is the highest number? 3. Which element? 15. So element of an array that occur highest number of times is 15. What is the maximum count is 3. So our output is this one. Our output is not this displaying. Only for our understanding, we can have to display it. For displaying of unique times, again, we have to take one more array. In that array, each value count we have to be stored. That is another concept. That's not required now. Only for understanding, I'm just displayed. Even though it is not displaying unique elements count. It displaying each element count in the array. Hope you understood. 14 is repeating again. 15 is repeating. So when first time 15 is done, how many number of times 15 is there? 3. When second time is there, how many count? 2. When third time, the count is 1. Similarly, for the other 11, initially first time 2, next is 1. So this is not much important to displaying output. Only our main target is to display the highest element and its count. That's all. Okay. So this is about the program. If you don't want that one, you can just keep it out in the comments. You can just display the output like this also. You can display the output like this, CLS, and just compile one more time and run the program. This is the output, what we require. Okay. So that's about how to print the highest element, print the element of an array that occurred has the highest number of times. Okay.